All right, exit interview. Very simple. Sales team member, let's go. Exit interview happens. Exit survey. Don't miss these opportunities, especially in the beginning. Everybody that lets go, quits, whatever the case may be, these are going to be your best feedback, obviously, opportunities. And, you know, they're going to tell you, again, everything that you absolutely do not want to hear, but you need to know. Yes?
Question, do you recommend non-compete or is it pretty hard
Non-compete? So I'll say one thing, and I'm not probably standard like sales team person, but if I was getting hired to a commission-only sales job and, you know, it wasn't a 1,000-person company and they tried to hit me with a non-compete, I would say absolutely fucking not. No way. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Non-compete also gets voided if you fire someone. That's
a good point. It's hard to enforce. It's gonna scare people away from you. And to be honest, like if a sales rep leaves and they start their own coaching company, like, good, you know, see ya. Like,
good luck.
Yeah, it's just not even worth it because it's, I mean, you got to think they're coming to work off their performance, right? You're teaching them sales. You built a product around that, right? There are certain cases, like I don't work enough with corporate styled whatever where non-competes are super necessary. I think non-competes make a lot of sense if people are like building stuff with you or whatever the case may be. Obviously that can make sense, but for a sales team, like I wouldn't worry about it. It's too much of a headache.
Non-disclosures, yes.
Yeah, NDAs. Yeah, you can do basic stuff for sure. Yep. And obviously that depends, right? I'm not a lawyer, but again, I've never seen a non-compete do anything really for anybody in my experience with all the teams we work with.
I was also talking with someone about it during lunch. First step of all this is revoke their access to everything so they don't steal data.
Yep, 100%. So if I go back like 30 slides, the process is when you fill out a form, so when you have, 10, 15, 20, 30 people, it's hard to call the guy you need to get on the phone and tell him, hey, revoke everything, like this guy's gone AWOL, right? Like, get him out. Fill out a quick form. It's going to have one basically drop down, like immediate or planned. If you hit immediate, just like stops everything, yeah. Yep. Cool. All right, so completion milestones for phase 2 and phase 3. All right, so phase 1, 0 to 200K. Okay, you got your first pod structure set up. You were the one doing everything. You built and optimized some systems. You got people in them. You learned how to teach people stuff. You learned how to manage. Okay, you went into phase 2. You started optimizing because a lot of people were coming in, obviously giving you questions, giving you rebuttals, giving you stuff along those lines. You start optimizing it. You start to systemize. You start to set everything up into a process that works a little bit more. It starts to work better for you. You start to understand things. People underneath you are starting to learn. They're starting to build up. You're starting to promote people, right? You're letting go of people. You're testing out your processes. The next piece is obviously delegating and automating a lot of your responsibility, okay? This is the time where you get to start letting go of things, okay? Why? Because you've led from the front. Everybody's seen you do exactly what you're asking them to do now, and now it's appropriate. Hey, you're stepping up. We need a new leader. We're ready to bring this in. We think you're the best fit. You've done everything we've asked you. You've hit all your milestones. Like, it's your turn to step up, right? So that's where we're going. Checklist, moving on. Phase 3 from 2. Obviously, revenue, right? It's going to be a big telltale sign. If you don't have enough revenue, you can't really pay a sales team that gets too big. So obviously, you don't want a bunch of sales reps making $1,000 a month. It's not good, right? You're going to look for a team size of 2 pods that are at least within 75%, meaning 75% of the team is within that yellow zone structure or above, right? Too many people are in the red zone. Don't try yet because you haven't set yourself up to be able to actually make the jump, okay? 2 pods filled, competing, documentation, assets are being optimized, updated, organized, and lightly systemized. Culture and momentum are an all-time high. New hires are successfully hitting expected KPIs within 60 to 90 days being hired. Promotions are happening monthly. Leaders and sales teams are developing, and essentially the team is starting to develop without you. That's what you're looking for, okay? That's when the ball starts to pick up. That's when you know you've done your job.